what you call yourself, because it does become part of your character.
Okay, which is to inbuilt, yeah?
Yeah, it's about being amazing.
So what you're saying, what you haven't mentioned now is that,
oh Lord,
are you amazingly endowed?
I'm amazing in every way.
Endowed?
I would say I'm amazing in every way.
In every way.
In every way. All right, thank you very much.
Every corner.
All right. She's amazing in any way. This is just the first part of it, and it's going to get more interesting. And I'm going to get to my right side now, DJ Mind the Gap. Mind the Gap. So,
train the head.
Yeah, the first question I want to ask you, your DJ and your promoter as well. How do you handle that two kind of? Because I guess both of them are different professions, but they're in the same showbiz.
Showbiz, yeah.
So how do you handle? How do you deal with that?
I think you said it all. You mentioned the word showbiz, and I keep on saying every time I'm on having an interview, I'm more the business first. So the DJ itself is about business. I'm not your regular DJ because I'm more of the business side of the DJ. And when people say, so how come that you're more focused on the business side, and over the last 2 years you've had more than 10 awards as the best DJ? And I said to them, it's the talent that I have, musical talent, not the DJ talent. I play musical instrument, I play the drum set, I play the keyboard, and that really helped me, because if you can actually entertain people with real live music, DJ is just a piece of cake to you, because all you need to do is just drop the tune and look. So that I have to separate from the business side. Now I left my job. I used to work in the bank before I came full-time as a DJ, and I had a plan. And my plan was that, which I'm surprised you didn't ask me, where did the Mind the Gap came from?
It's gonna come. If there's
No, exactly.
It's gonna
because
come.
it wouldn't complete with the story.
Yeah.
So my plan was like, you know what, I'm coming to this industry. It's a saturated industry. It's really alarming, and I've never in my life thought about being a DJ, because I started really late. I started DJing at my late 20s, early phase. So I thought, look, what is in there has to be a gap in the market to fill. And what I realized, I started doing a research on different DJs, and I realized that there's something missing, the real passion of entertaining people, not just about DJing. Yeah, anyone can press play, anyone can be a DJ, but how do you connect? And I was willing to actually create this and make a living out of it, because living as a job of certainty into uncertainty was especially. So when I came in with the name DJ Mind the Gap, because I was mind the gap, because there's a gap in the market. A lot of people were laughing. How can you come up with those names? You should have
sounds like TFL, Mind the Gap. You know what you're about? Mind the Gap.
You should have some this and that, you know. But in my head, because my second degree, I did a business with marketing, and there's what they call brand association. Now, brand association is something that you associate with a particular brand that people are used to. That when they click in their head, they don't. Nobody has said Mind the Gap to. When they see me again, they'll remember. So I sacrificed. I knew it was going to be hard from the beginning, and I have to sacrifice using those sexy names, DJ Sexy, DJ Cool, and all that. And it paid off. It became an household name, because when people first hear Mind the Gap, they laugh. So now that leads to the side of business. Now I'm done with the DJing. I've done well as a DJ. Yes, I'm doing well. Now what's the next step? Leverage the brand. And this is where the promotion comes in.
Wow. I can use amazing. That is amazing. That's amazing. So as my viewers, as you're watching Mind the Gap, just tell us how. He answered two questions in one for us: where the name come from, Mind the Gap, and how he handled the pressure between working in showbiz industry, being a DJ and a promoter. And that's what this show is all about. The show is about showbiz movement. As I promise you guys, I'm gonna bring in the best of showbiz to you guys week after week, until you're gonna see a lot of people, a lot of promoters on this panel, a lot of DJs, a lot of artists, a lot of models, and so on and so forth. It's gonna continue. And this show brings you, for letting you know that whatever you want to know about social activities happening in UK, both Africa, Caribbean, or UK social activities, everything. Just stay tuned to watch Showbiz Movement, which is live on HeritageTV at 6 o'clock. So I'm gonna go back to Amazing. Amazing. Yeah.
It's Amazing Grace.
It's Amazing Grace. It's in the building, so it's gonna be more interesting. So Amazing. Okay. What you was I can say you was a professional model.
Yeah.
In the UK. So what advice can you give to young models coming up, like where you come from, like the way you just explained where you just started and where you are right now? So what advice can you give to be a young model, how they are watching the program right now? What advice do you want to give to them, and what are the things you want to tell them to stay far away from to get to pursue in this modeling industry?
I think you've got to know what type of modeling you want to do first of all, because there's so many different categories. I mean, like now, for instance, you've got Instagram models, you've got Facebook models, you've got Twitter models. There's so many different categories of modeling. So you've got to think, what type of modeling do I want to do, and you've got to think, what is it about modeling that makes you want to do it? Because some people might look at modeling and think it looks good, but it might not be something you actually want to do. What is it? Is it that you like the clothing, or do you like the exposing of your body? Because as I said, there's different segments when it comes to modeling. There's glamour modeling, there's fashion modeling, and there's bikini. There's so many different types of modeling, so you've got to know what it is that you want to do first. And say, for instance, you were like, yes, you know what, I like bikini modeling. Say that's something you just thought, you know, I've got a good body. I would just say, if you're going to do something, make sure that it's something that you're going to get an income out of. Make sure it's something that is going to it's going to give you something out of it. Because if it's not going to get you out, if it's not going to give you anything, you might as well promote yourself. Because nowadays there's so many clothing lines who will just give you the promotion. You don't need to go for agency at all.
It's true.
And I just think everything you do, if you want to get there, don't just think about just being famous, because if you just think about being famous, you haven't used the wisdom for business, and you're just going to be famous and broke. And I think that is very embarrassing. That should be your portion in Jesus' name. I mean, you can't be famous and broke.
It's true. It's
true. So if you're going to do it, bring a business mind and think, how am I going to utilize myself? What is unique about myself? What's my unique selling point? What is it that is going to grasp the audience? What's going to make people want to watch me? And that's what you got to think about, because nowadays, to be honest, I think anybody can do anything. I think it's all to do with you being yourself, and you've just got to have a unique selling point. At the moment, you're seeing people going into music, and it's not necessarily that they can actually really sing, but there's something about their personality. Obviously, you've got to be talented. Some people are very talented and they're getting there, but some have managed to open doors because of how they are.
Yeah, it's true.
So that's another thing. And just think about it, because you might start doing it and it's not something you actually like. You might be someone who actually just likes taking pictures of yourself and just posting it yourself. So you need to think about what it is you actually want to do.
That's amazing.
Properly.
Amazing. Thank you. So as your young models watching this program, you want to be a model. I think that is just a good advice Amazing just gave to you. It's not about going out there looking I'm beautiful, I'm sexy, I can show myself. It's about making money. That's what the industry is all about. Make moves and make money.
You can make money. The thing is, right, you can do it to start off with, and obviously you're going to have clothing to promote yourself, because you can use like social media platforms such as the Facebook, such as the Instagram, such as the Twitter and YouTube and whatnot. And so you're obviously going to have to get an income so that you look good, because that's what's going to attract the eyes of people. So I would say, if you're trying to do it, I would say for you to have a job, even if it's just part-time. Just have a little job so you can promote yourself, because sometimes, to be honest, maybe when it comes to modeling, I think it's the way you appear that people are interested. So if you can dress correct and you can put things in the right places, you're going to get attention. And maybe from that way, that's when you can get some free clothing. Do you know what I mean? If you're getting free clothing, it's all right. Especially if it's from good brands, and you can start building it. You can start building it and saying, okay, do you know what? I'm going to advertise your clothing. I want this certain percentage. Next thing, you're going into business. But you can only do that if you've got wisdom.
Yeah, it's true.
You need wisdom. You need to be wise.
You need to be wise, and you need to have the mind to say, this is what I want to do, because that's the thing again.
Most people, business mind.
Yeah, but business mind. Some people go through something thinking they're scared of themselves. Can I be this? Can I be that? But at the end of the day, you need to have the mindset and the confidence to say, this is what I want to do, because that's the part of it. That's what this show is all about. It's called Showbiz Movement. If you're at home right now, you want to be an artist, you want to be a model, you want to be a promoter, you want to be a DJ, step up, make the move. then you can see yourself getting somewhere.
Just try it.
Yeah, just try it because
you never know.
You never know where you're gonna get to.
You never know where
this
you're
is
gonna
2019.
get to.
I'm telling you, next year is 2020. So we're gonna get to the 2 zeros, and you know.
Like, I'm not trying to be rude, sorry to interrupt. You know, like
that's all right. That's all
like for instance, like Donald Trump is freaking president. I mean, like, if he can be president, right? What makes you think that you can't get somewhere?
Yeah.
I mean, like, and like, I just feel like you gotta try. You just don't know. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. Don't let no one determine your destiny. Your destiny is in your own hands. That's why everyone's fingerprints are different.
It's true. It's true.
So if you let someone else control it, then they're the ones who are gonna handle your destiny. If you want to go for it, you never know.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yes, Mind the Gap. Regarding what Amazing just said, I think she threw just a quite interesting conversation on the table right now. So you're a promoter. Let me go to the promotion part of it as well. You do events. I guess a lot of models come to your event to support your events as well. So and they're still supporting the showbiz industry.
Definitely.
Yeah. So like when they come to your event, they bring business for you. They bring and it's all been supportive to each other. So you as a promoter, when you do your event, do you normally officially invite models to come, or they just show up, or you need to, because some of them they tend to say promote my event. They tend to meet them to promote events, and when they come VIP, you give them everything. Or do you normally do that, or they just come and enjoy themselves, or they go home?
It's of two parts here. One part is taking care of the business, and the second part is you supporting. You know what I mean? And in every business, what comes first is, remember, the number one. You know what I mean?
True, yeah.
The soul, the blood of business is money, right? So, and it all depends on the strategy that you have in place. Now, how this show business work is it's like a chain, yeah, like something that is going circular, yeah. You support me, I support you. And if anyone comes to me, or you're a model, you want to showcase and stuff, no, that's not a problem. At least it's all about adding value to each other. And what I don't really believe in, which I preach against, is using people to step up. Using and dumping people. I don't believe in that. But if someone comes up to you, help them, but at the same time, while you're helping them, even if the value is not very visible as well, you can create the value. So if I'm having my show, I get a lot of people calling, just because, and a lot of people like to associate themselves with success as well. And it doesn't matter. The most important thing is that everyone comes in. If the models are coming in, what are they got to offer? Yeah, let them come in. What really matters is that everyone is having a good time at the end of the day. The show is successful. Then the business side has been taken care of.
That's it.
We're good to go.
That's it. That is true though, because at the end of the day, as I said last week, promotion and showbiz is all about making money and make your fans happy. That's what it's all about.
Make your fans happy.
Make your fans happy first.
That leads into the money.
Then after that, it leads to the money.
Yeah.
As a promoter, you're not gonna put money first, thinking, my show is gonna be ram. Then the fans that come and support you, they're not happy. Trust me. Next time, your show is gonna be empty, as an empty stadium. Because why? And that money that you get is not gonna last you for long. So basically, your name is gone down, and your promotion career is finished, and you can't impress, and you can't tell nobody about parties. They're not gonna look at you anymore. So that's what it's all about.
And that's why there has to be a strategy in place, which is really important.
That is the most.
I think one of the major downfall with people is that there's no planning. She was saying as well, like she rightly mentioned, that you should know why you. I mean, very amazing when because that's my ideology. Yeah, when you mentioned it, that when you're famous and you're broke, is embarrassing.
It's true.
Trust me, it is, because you become a nuisance.
Yeah, it's
but
true.
then the thing is, right, but if you can get the fame, if you can get the popularity, that's why you then got to have the mind to turn it. You have to do something. You know, if you're getting all that attention, start going and start.
Before you even start getting the attention, there has to be a plan from the onset.
Yeah.
Once you step, like when you give in the advice, once you make up your mind that this is what you want to do, you need to have a map.
Yeah.
Because when you don't have a map, like they always say, is that failing to plan is you basically planning to fail. You understand? So it's all about, because as you're moving, then you, as your career is moving, you need your financial state has to move with it as well. And if your financial state is not moving, you need to go back to the drawing board. But some people just want to keep on pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. What they're pushing, they're just like artists as well, yeah. You want to be famous, yeah. Haven't got material. You haven't. And one of the major, look, when she was talking about our own niche, coffee, yeah. A lot of people just want to get into modeling, but what are you bringing into the market differently? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because a couple of years ago, 15, 20 years ago, would they come out and say that you're a plus size model? When we mention a model, people expect slim, tall, and all that. But it's changing. And I'm sure it's someone that just woke up one morning and just felt, you know what, create something different. And I think in every business, showbiz, or whatever you're doing, you need to be solving a problem. If you ain't solving no problem, you're not. Even if you're an artist, you're a promoter, you are a model, you need to be solving a problem.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, that is very, very important, because as you are DJ Mind the Gap, as a promoter or modeling or artist or once you're in the showbiz movement, you need to solve problem. Because why? You're making people's lives happy. That's one thing you need to realize. When you're at home thinking, today I'm gonna go to Amazing Grace is gonna be a judge in that catwalk, in that modeling contest. You're gonna go there and watch. She's gonna bring something to you that will make you smile. Mind the Gap is having a show today. I'm gonna go there. What do you expect? You wanna go there, expect good music, play your jam, enjoy yourself. So basically, you're coming to pay your money, and Mind the Gap is meant to make you happy. So if you come to Mind the Gap rave, you're not happy, you go to Amazing Grace show, a modeling event, you're not happy. What's gonna happen? You're gonna be at home. Even you're gonna be on the phone thinking, don't go to that event. Last time I went there, it was. So with this show, we're gonna tell you how promoters go about to build up an event for you to be happy. That's how this show is called Showbiz Movement. Yeah. We're bringing everything together. It's not only a show. You don't only need to be a promoter. You can be a businessman. At the end of the day, you're still in the showbiz movement. You know why? The clothes you're selling, that artist is gonna come and buy it. You can be a model. That model you're doing, you're gonna go and do catwalk in a club. You're gonna do a hall. You're gonna do an event. So you can still be you're still in the showbiz. Yeah. You're selling something. You're selling perfume. You're still in the showbiz, because these artists, they come and buy it to you. You would like them to hold your bag and take a picture saying, this is. Absolutely. So you are part of the showbiz. So in this show, you can advertise your business as well. You can go about advertise your event, you can advertise your business, you can advertise your shop, you can advertise your clothing line, you can advertise your perfume line. So that's what it's all about. It's all about showbiz. We are bringing everything into one for you guys to make to get easier for you to contact us. Now you got the opportunity to speak to your promoter live here. You got the opportunity to see Amazing Grace here as well. If you have a question for her, you can ask her. Maybe you've been dying to speak to her for a long time. It's an opportunity for you now. She's live in the studio. You can ask her a question. And Mind the Gap as well is there. You can ask him question. What is got coming up. So as the show continues, we hope to hear from you guys.
The number to call.
It's just around the screen. You can give me a call, or you can give us a call. One of us can speak to you guys. All right, thank you. Let's go back to the Amazing Grace.
Amazing. It's Amazing Grace.
So amazing. You make I'm really, really impressed about what you just said to us, because nowadays we as a guy, we get to confuse about modeling, because we get to look at modeling, saying now people just go about stripping themselves and they say they're modeling. Am I right, Mind the Gap?
Absolutely.
I remember when we was growing up, we were thinking about model, they wear something, they walk in it. That's what we call model before. But now things change. You get to Instagram, you get to see naked models. You get to Facebook, you get to see people put on naked models. So how were you looking at that back? You was a model. You was doing how you compare now this modeling now and then when you was doing it. What's the really different with now? Because I can see a lot of naked models nowadays.
But that's the thing. The definition to me of a model is somebody who's modeling something. That means that you could be anything. You could be a model for makeup. You could be a model for clothing. You could be a model for body parts. To me, the definition of modeling is just modeling something to be advertised. That's how I view modeling. But there are different categories of modeling. So I think people just need to know what type of category they want to get into and what's going to work for them. So like now, obviously they're doing plus size modeling is quite popular and whatnot. So it gives people a chance who are not size 8s or 6s or 10s to get into that.
Okay.
And I think that's the only thing that's changed now. Like now you can actually see brands like Machino or Calvin Klein with a plus size model. Years ago that would have never happened. You know.
Yeah.
But now I feel like certain things are becoming a bit more realistic. Because a lot of the brands before wasn't realistic. Yeah, so it's either you lose weight or just keep eating that KK and fufu and just drink it down with Supermart because it's not happening. You ain't getting to that size 6, you know. So that's what it is. Yeah.
Well, that is quite, because I can understand that, because the word modeling you can put in different ways.
But what are you trying to say? You're trying to say like, because at the moment you see like loads of girls on social media doing bikini modeling, so you're saying that is modeling changing? What is it? Yeah, because like let's say as a viewer at home, right, you got your daughter, right, watching all these Instagram saying this. I'm just making an example. You're not gonna like of course you can see your daughter. You want everybody who said, I want my daughter to be signed as a model. I want my son to be put in a magazine, to be put in a billboard. Yeah, everybody, that is what it's all about. It's about making money. But let's say you just start seeing your daughter that starts putting themselves naked out there, claiming to be a model. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Yeah. It's kind of like, sometimes it's kind of like not sending the right viewers to the younger generation coming up.
Yeah. I think what you're trying to say is that it's been on for ages. I mean, most especially in the African environment, you know.
It's the hardest. Yeah, let me tell you something. Yeah,
that's what I want to. Thank you very much, Mandika. That's how I want to put it. That's how I want to put it.
Me as a child of God, regardless of my modeling, when I first started off, the oh my gosh, look at that, because I'm starting. The criticism, oh my gosh, Lord have mercy upon my soul and my mind, came like, if you're someone who goes to church all the time every Sunday, right? If you start doing glamour modeling, like, you're going to go in there, people are going to always have a judgment of you. And look at this one. Hey! I saw the other day, naked bottom. Can you imagine?
Of course, that's going to happen.
She's coming to church and she's coming to pray. Hey, Jesus! But let me tell you something, yeah? What people don't realize is that when you go into a church, you're not going to a church to befriend people, you're going there for love.
Yeah.
And sometimes people are still trying to find themselves. Like, as I said, my modeling has changed. So it must mean that I was going through a journey. But in that journey, what I learned is that you have to be careful how you judge people. Because just because someone is doing something in a certain way, it doesn't mean that they're evil or they're wicked. It just means that maybe they're trying to find themselves, and you have to be patient with them.
Even the Bible says thou shalt not judge anyway.
Yeah,
but it says that, but you know, Christians these days,
gonna get to the next
level. I think, to be honest with you, I think is the typical stereotyping that came up from African culture. You know what I mean? Because an average parent, let's even forget about church, even in your house, an average parent will think you want to go and modeling. The first thing that comes into them is naked.
Yeah, they wouldn't even think of the
they wouldn't even thinking about money.
You were exposed.
I mean, in Africa, it's more even harder. Yeah, but here, thank God that we're here, and we are more exposed, and I mean, because basically it's just about doing what makes you happy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But the thing is, right? To be honest, I think you could do things that make you happy, but you just have to be responsible for everything you do, all your actions.
Definitely. Yeah.
And me doing the glamour in the beginning, to be honest, I was happy. I was young. I was going to like loads of events.
How do your parents feel about it?
Yeah. It was a struggle. It was serious. Like, I'm telling you, I'm somebody, like, another side to me is that I love God. Like, I love praying. I like going to, like, if someone says, oh, we're doing like prayer meetings, I'm like, yeah, I'm on it. Yeah. Like, there's certain things I like that you don't get to see because people see the model.
Yeah.
So obviously, if I've come from that background, that's me. And then I've got a family who are very much loving God, into ministry, you know. It's going to look like, what's wrong with this girl? Is she possessed?
That the pastor or the mom?
Hey, that one, dear, that's another story. That's another story.
How come? To be honest,
that one is another story. Let's just say let's just say
they're always from
no. But you see, that's the thing. Do you know what it is? Even if my uncle, my auntie, my grandma, my granddad, my mum, my dad, even if they were ministers.
Yeah.
The only reason why it stands out is because someone has said it. Right now, your parents can both be ministers. So what people do is that they'll find something to say.
Yeah, of course.
So, huh? I heard this one. He's seen this girl, and he went to. They'll think of something.
Something. They must say something. It's true.
But then
right.
That's why, if you want to talk about Christianity and everything, that's why when Jesus returns, people ain't gonna know who Jesus is. Because people are going to expect to think that Jesus is going to come out looking all perfect with shiny gold hair or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the only thing I can say, back to, because we're going off track, is that, of course, in the African culture, it's going to be very different if you do the modelling here. But I feel like right now, what's going on in society is that a lot of people are accepting themselves. And they're expressing themselves. And there's different ways to express yourself, but you just got to be responsible. You just got to do it in the right way. Don't do it in a way that is going to degrade you. Just do it in a way that you know you're still responsible, because someone can model, they can have a husband and kids. Do you know what I mean? They could just do things, but they do it professionally. They don't do it. It's not like they're modeling, they're going out and they're modeling for certain guys individually in bedrooms. It's a profession. So I think you just got to do it in the right way. Be responsible for what you're doing. Understand what you're doing.
Yeah, that's good. Viewers, as you all heard, amazing what she's saying. I think she's right, because at the end of the day, it's not about. We know we're Africans. We know, moreover, I'm not gonna talk about Africans. We from the black backgrounds. We know how our parents are saying. Your daughter just wake up one day, come and tell you, "Mommy, I want to be a model," and you're watching this kind of thing that is going on Instagram. You'll be thinking, no, you can't. But there is a lot of room there for them to grow as well. You can guide them and put them to ask them what they want to model. As Amazing Grace just said, you can be a modeling for makeup, you can be a modeling for bikini, you can be a modeling for jeans, you can be a modeling for materials, you can be an African costume model.
You can be a model for Jesus.
For Jesus, you can even be a Muslim model. So it's just like, it depends how you want to do. So you at home, parents at home, your son or your daughter tell you they want to be a model, don't just wake up and thinking, no, they can't do it. If that's what they want to do, then support them, lead them to the right way, so they can be what they want to be.
I'd say guide them still, because you don't, to be honest, you want your children to do it properly, but then at the same time, listen to them. Because, as we said, the type of modelling they might want to do, it might not even be modelling by the time you get down to it.
Yeah, exactly.
It might be something completely different, but they're using the word model.
Yeah, sure, yeah. So that's it. So that's what this show is all about. We get to understand a lot of things when it comes to showbiz. Some of us, we are at home thinking when they say showbiz, just to go to the club, just to go to the club and dance. There's a lot of things going on in the showbiz industry nowadays that we need to get involved on and show that, if even you're playing football, even footballers, they are part of showbiz, because
showbiz.
They organize events.
People do and people
they put shows. People go and watch. It's all get to do with entertainment. Football.
Yeah.
You take your girlfriend or your son or your daughter, your friends to go and watch football. What's gonna happen? You're gonna be upstand shouting, enjoying yourself. Guess what? You're watching players. They're putting a show for you. So that's what it's all about. Showbiz movement. So whatever we wanna do, we think our parents don't let us do when we was younger. And you got a child nowadays, you think, my son want to be a presenter, my daughter want to be a presenter, or my son want to be a model, or my boy want to be a model. Don't cry them down. Just help them, support them, and let them know that if this they want to do, son and daughter, I'll help you and guide them the right way.
The right way.
The right way. That's the most part of it. Yeah. So thank you very much. So I'm gonna go back to Mind the Gap. Talking about Mind the Gap. DJ Mind the Gap.
Mind the Gap.
So talking about promotion. Mind the Gap. I want you to tell we've discussed about your DJ's part and the business part of your own when it comes to showbiz. You're more interested in the business part. As far as the viewers would like to know, how many massive events have you done in the UK that you think you look back thinking these events they're worth me putting this effort into them?
Okay.
Yeah.
Firstly, it took me just a short while for me to get into promotion as a DJ, because I knew where I was going. And I'll say that my first year as a DJ, I started promoting straight away. You have the events, firstly you depend on friends and family at most, you know, for people to call just to create the awareness here. And it took me a while before I even thought about charging people. Yeah, I do create events, but there's always scared, like, oh my days, you know, I'm just starting, if I charge people, are they gonna come in? You know, those kind of mentality. Then after a while, you just think, you know what, give it a try, and I give it a try, and like people that I use, because I always have my birthday every year, and people have to come in for free. And how I make money then is that the venue. Okay, yeah, it's my nigga's birthday. It's gonna be big. Then after the day, they drop you some money. You have an agreement, but that's not you. When you're business minded, you're thinking, look, why can't I do my thing? You know what I mean? And let me make the money. And at the end of the day, you give it a try. Yeah, at first it might be, but one thing I will always emphasize and always advise people, and I will never stop saying that, is have a plan.
Yeah. Plan.
When you draw a plan, you know where you're gonna fall into, and that's one thing I learned studying in this in this country, in the UK, is like you need a business plan.
Yeah, very true.
It doesn't matter if you have a plan. If you decide that you want to go on the high street and even sell a phone, you must have a business plan.
100%.
Because the business plan will tell you who are your target audience, how do you identify them, where do you find them, what sort of language do you need to speak to them, what is their need, how do you meet their benefit, what is the price, what price are you going to put on it, what is the spending power, what sort of jobs are they, what time are you likely to reach them, and how would they react. All of these are just things that you need to have a list. If at most, and I want to say this authoritatively, no matter what business or whatever show that you're doing, if you have a plan, the worst is that you will break even.
It's true.
Even if you don't make profit. So I would say, it's still going on. We're still going there. I mean, the video will be happening too on Sunday, and this is where we're going. Ability to fill 20,000 capacity. So we're still really small on that, you know. But that's where we're going.
All right. So that's one of your.
That's the next move.
That's the next movement.
Yeah, but I'm still in training.
Still in training. That's good, though. I must say I attended one of your events about 2 months ago. Was it? Yeah. I was quite impressed though, because your fans there, I like the way you entertain your fans, which is quite interesting, because sometimes you go somewhere as a promoter, you get to invite people. When you're going around giving your flyers to people, you get to stand up and talk to them. And the day for your event now, you just like, mind the gap, I'm coming. But I like the way you just keep yourself that day, you know? It's very interesting.
Not everyone that is so happy, you know? Some people actually want you to stay with them and be talking to them.
You can't.
And in a situation whereby you have more than 400 people in the place, and everybody's dead for you.
Yeah.
How do you deal with it?
You can't.
But people don't understand, but I try my best.
You try your best, because at the end of the day, you got to understand that.
But I have one problem, though.
Yeah.
And people don't know. I'm not very good at faces. And people think think I'm arrogant.
That's not just.
I might see you and walk past you, not because I don't want to say hello. So sometimes when people will think, do you know how many times I see people on the road and I say to them, you didn't come to the event. I didn't even know them, but because they said to me, oh my the gap, how are you, this and that. And I pretend as if I know them, oh you're good. But why didn't I see you? I said, me did not come. You that you were sitting, oh my days, then you know you're lying. And this is another very good tip for people in showbiz, yeah? Once you see a face that looks familiar, just say hello.
Say hello. Because these are the fans that are gonna come to your event. And you know what's funny? You're not gonna even know they're there.
Exactly.
That's how funny it is. And you see them, you see them on the road, just walk past, they'll be thinking, look at that guy, I was at his event spending money, and he just walked past me like this. Yeah. So, and what's going to happen? He's going to tell his friend, we're not going back there again.
But I'll be honest with you, it's the hardest thing for me, because I'm the type that if I don't know you, I don't really feel, I'm not that. You know what I mean? I take my time to get to know people. I'm just like a lion, you know, until I get to know you. So it's really hard, to be honest with you. Now I have to be going on the street and smiling at everybody. That is not me.
Well, that's the point of being in showbiz.
Yeah. But you got to pay the price.
Exactly. When you're in showbiz, there's one thing you need to understand as a promoter or musician or model or rapper or whatever. You have to be open up. You have to be open-minded. You can't be a musician. You like this. No, you have to be open minded. You have to be talking to people. You're a promoter, you have to meet, you have to get to talk to anybody because at the end of the day, you don't know who's gonna come to your show. Maybe the one that is closer to you will never come. You'll not even come to your show.
Yeah.
Seriously,
friends and family don't.
They don't even come.
To be honest with you, you only need friends, never business. You only need friends and family at the initial stage.
Exactly.
Once you picked up, you don't need them because if you're still depending on friends and family after 1 year of setting up a business, that business is a failure.
It's a failure. It's true. I believe that. Mind the gap. You mentioned one quite interesting. You put something very interesting that I would like to throw back on, saying, if you want to do something, it's like you have to understand that self-confidence. Remember when you say you was coming up, you don't believe people can pay to come to your event. Yeah. That is quite important as well as a promoter. You know, sometimes you look at yourself thinking, I'm gonna go and book a hall I live in Peckham. I'm gonna go and book a hall in Croydon. Do people come? Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
So you look at yourself, straight up, you start doubting yourself. Straight up, that is immediately you start doubting yourself.
Yeah. I think the only thing to worry about in that is that it doesn't matter. Anybody can be a promoter.
Yeah.
You just need to have a plan.
That's the point. But the point is, if you live in Peckham, you got your fans in Peckham. Let's say you got your base in Peckham, Lewisham, Woolwich. You know what I mean? That is completely opposite from Croydon. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. Then you're fortunate to go and get, because of you think you got a massive crowd. Yeah. The only hall you manage to get is one in Croydon. Do you understand? And some people that you be talking, they'll be tell you, we can't go as far. You understand? So you be thinking to yourself, am I really? You start doubting yourself. Your fans will make you start doubting yourself.
Can I correct you there? Yeah.
I don't know if I'm right.
When you can hear people telling you that it's too far, you have a big problem. You know what a problem is?
No.
You don't have a plan.
Okay, yeah.
Because obviously you shouldn't. Let's say it's a game of numbers.
I agree sometimes.
In everything you do, for you to get one person, you must have reached out to 10 people.
Yeah, it's true.
And you understand that's the rule. Yeah. So when you're depending on those are naysayers. You need to work hard that you don't even hear anyone telling you do the work. They go on the day and stand at the gate and see how your work materializes.
Yeah.
But when you're still thinking, are they going to come? Oh, please come. Yes, you might be. To be honest with you, I tell people, come. Everyone I'm saying to come here, to be honest with you, I'm not looking at who is going to come or who is not going to come. All I just know is that I'm reaching out. Then on the day, and I want to see the result. And even if it's a failure, go back to the drawing board.
Go back to the drawing board, yeah. And don't give up. Just keep doing it, because that's how it is. Because that's one thing about promoters. Somebody can do it, spend on events and everything, didn't come out good. What's going to happen? That person will never talk about promotion again. Will be like, I will never be a promotion. This is not me. No, that's not the end. Don't give up. Yeah. You can do it again, and because you say, if you never get to hit on the wall, you're never gonna get serious. Never. That's how it is. In life, things happen to us. Everybody in life, you gotta get to the point where you think you're going down. Yeah. But you know what's gonna happen? You yourself gonna solve it by standing up, thinking, you know what, I'm not going down. I'm gonna come back and do it fall. Yeah. Most of these big promoters that do all these big events we heard about in the UK, ask them, they'll tell you they must get somewhere where they think they're going down. But what's keeping them is the faith and confidence, as you said, support. Yeah. Support very important. But sometimes we can ask for support from the wrong people as well. Amazing.
Support people will support you. That's how the industry.
Because if I'm a promoter, after my show, then I go back, I go and relax in my corner, saying, my show is finished, it's done. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to support and promote each other. If Mind the Gap bring 5 people to my own event, then Mind the Gap show is coming. He's not gonna ask me to pay, but he's expecting me to support him. Yeah. Me, I did not go. I did not bring nobody. What's gonna happen? Me and him, the relationship is gonna start splitting up. Yeah. That's how it is. Because she'll be thinking, you're not even paying to come to my event, then you don't come. I don't even understand what I mean. Everybody can be busy. I can call him. I can tell him, Mind the Gap, I can't come. I'm working. Things can happen. Everybody, we know.
At least communicate.
Yeah, communicate very important. But the main thing about promotion, you have to connect. You have to connect and support and have your plan in place. That's the one thing. Those are the most important thing when you want to build up. If you want to be a better promoter and you want to get a show that will make you thinking, I'm going to go back to this show next year. You have to build up your crowd and make sure they're happy by having a strategic plan for them.
Exactly.
Because that is very, very important. Because at the end of the day, as Mind the Gap was saying, without plan, I don't think your show will end up being successful.
Yeah.
It can't be successful. Plan and support. Yeah, we have to support each other. If I keep my rave in Old Kent Road and Mind the Gap is making a rave in Tottenham, I have to go there. I have to go there because at the end of the day, he come and support me. So I have to go and support him. That's how it is. So we're going to stop there. We're going to go back to the amazing.
Amazing.
Amazing. Are you enjoying the show so far? So
yeah, it's interesting.
So now we because we're in the middle of talking about promotion while we're talking about modeling here again. So that's what it's all about, showbiz movement.
Yeah.
So we're talking about a lot of things in this whole episode when it comes to showbiz. And I guess you understand that modeling again is a showbiz thing. Yeah. So like in your past, have you organized any event that you look back and thinking, saying, oh my God, this event was great, and I would like thinking about saying maybe if I can do it again. When you was being a proper modeling, because I understand that you're a judge now. You're judging Miss Cove, what year?
Miss British Beauty Cove.
Miss British Beauty Cove.
Miss International.
Miss International. So which means you're still in the game. Yeah, so in your past, you look back in your modeling career thinking, saying, is there anything that you've done thinking, I wish I can do it again? Because
I'm still alive, so...
No, what I mean, because you're not an active model anymore, according to when you was.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I was active as I was before, but then I would say that in terms of life and where you're going, as my guy was saying, it's about planning. So I've kind of done my market research, and my market research, I've now seen where it was going and what sort of audience I was getting. So now I can determine to say, okay, let me look at it, let me see how I can turn this into money. You know, because as well as the modeling as well as all these other things, I studied and I did other things as well.
Okay.
So there's sometimes you have to sit back and then put everything together and think, how can I put my talent with my business mind and with the career I've got in employment? You know, you just got to analyze and just look at everything all together. So I wouldn't say that I've stopped anything. I just think at the moment now I'm just putting everything together to look forward.
Retreating.
Which is
and that's why I haven't really come out of anything. So I'm still connected.
Oh yeah, you're basically still connected to the modeling. Of course,
you're still very
But the thing is, most people will look at saying, they might not think you're active in the modeling, but I don't know what you want to say to that. Most girls will look at like let's say if you're with these models nowadays, like you call, oh no, amazing, they'll be thinking, she's not a model anymore. But deep inside you think you're still connected to the modeling world, because for them to call you as a judge, which means they know what you have done. Yeah. They know what you have done in the industry when it comes to black modeling. Yeah.
They know your work in the industry.
In the industry. So during that time as a black model in UK, how do you find that? How do you handle that within your fame and your personal stuff coming up in the because we know where we are right now, and them times, as Manny Gap was saying, you don't see a lot of plus size modeling at that time. So it was like when you turn out to be a model, maybe sometimes people will laugh at you, say, what model can you be? So how do you handle that situation at that time?
Just deal with it. Just do what you want. Just don't care about.
So you never get to the point where you say, I can't do this?
No, I'll just do it. I'll just do it. I'll do it. Oh, if it doesn't work, I'll do it again. At least I'm getting some free clothes. I got some money the other day. I promoted something. Just keep doing it until you start looking at different angles, thinking, okay, this bit is working, let me do a bit of this.
Okay.
So whilst I'm in the scene at the moment, people will think that you're quiet because you're not posting, but they don't know the business side I'm doing.
That's true.
They don't know what organisations I'm joining.
They wouldn't know what you're doing behind the scene. Then all of a sudden you just come out, boom, again. And to be honest with you, shouting, going there every time on social media, you're doing this. It doesn't. It's the work that you put behind.
You have to put work
even before you post or put anything out there, it has to be planned. You have a strategy. You need to know what time you're posting. When are your people on there? Because you might be posting at the wrong time, and people will say, and then it's not reaching anyone.
100%.
It's true. Because for me, I think nowadays people just put everything on the media like this, on the social media, everything they want to do, even if they want to go. Because it's right. Sometimes you have to keep some moves quiet. That's how I look at it. Because like you've been a promoter, or you've been a big massive event organizer. You organize massive event, then you become quiet for like a year. People will be
but
thinking,
then sometimes it depends on, there's different angles to it, because sometimes, yes, he's gone quiet from promoting, but you don't know if he's actually built up a business that is a promotion.
That is what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe what he's doing is that in the year, he's like, I don't want to post because I don't want people to know that it's me who set up this business.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
he might be active on another account.
And you'll be even shocked. Okay, for example, this happens in the DJ industry as well. Sometimes you think some DJs, you don't hear from them anymore. Trust me, these DJs are in West End making
they're in
money.
Dubai.
But because they're not in the noise-making environment of the Africans and all that, they're just in one place making money that you are playing 247, and you think they're not there. You know what I mean? So it's all, I think it's a personal thing, personal fulfillment. You might be quiet and you're being productive, and your output is bang. And you might just be making noise, and at the end of the day, you just come everything, you want to post everything, and your value is just dropping. Because all people see is just all making noise. What value are you adding? You know what I mean? So like she just said, that you might be the one behind, the brain behind something really making loads of noise.
That's what it is.
And you're the one making. Let me tell you something, if it's not making money, it's not making sense.
It don't make sense. It's Mind the Gap just say, if you don't make money, it don't make sense.
Anything you do in life.
It's Movado. Is it Movado? Yeah, Movado say it. So I don't know if Movado and Chipmunk, innit? Yeah, it's true. Pounds and US, Because if you're a promoter, this is the thing I always said. I said last week and I will say it again. If you're a promoter, it's two things you should try and keep within your own saying, this is my area. You keep your fans happy. And these same fans that you're going to keep happy, guess what? Then you got to make something out of it. You have to make money, because that's how you went. Because building up a show, coming towards, like, say your show is next month, what's going to happen? You're going to have a sleepless night. You're going to be going out. Let's check. You're going to be going out. You're going to, not even like going out saying you're going to go and stand there. You're not going to go and stand there. You're going to go out there, buy drink. So this is it. This is how promoters build events. When they say event is coming, any event that you go, you're going to, sometimes some events you even pay to get in. Because at the end of the day, just for them to know that, networking, and support them. And support them. You pay to get in. Maybe you bring your friends. Guess what happened? All of you gonna buy a drink, and that same night, then you come back the other week again. You have to go back because all that you're gonna be on the road 24 hours.
You have to be on the road.
You have to be on the road 24 hours. There's a party coming there. You have to go there, a restaurant. You have to go there and sit down and eat. Oh, let's meet up. Let's meet there and drink and sit down. Guess what happened? You're selling your event. And in as much as you're selling your event, you're selling yourself as well.
Networking.
You're networking. You're telling people that I'm not a social media person. Some people don't even, are no promoters, they don't even do social media. They go there once in a while. They believe in meeting, networking. That way you get to know the people that you meet. As Mind the Gap say, you can't know everybody that you meet. But if you ask him, the other day, me and him met somewhere before that was his first show. In the cold, he was outside giving flyers. You know what that means? He would have seen at home, be on Facebook, on Instagram, posting. Yeah. But he chose not to. He came out, he was out, standing outside. People are enjoying inside the club. He was outside, giving flyers. So that's how it is. Networking, because during that time, you're going to meet new people that can get their numbers, put them in your group, make them join them in your network. And these people, when they come to your event, after your event, they're going to bring you new people. So that's how you build your own network. It's all about showbiz and connection and build up your own empire. Saying sometimes when you got a show next time, you don't even need to worry. Just look at it. The people that promote advertising that video show on Sunday, you think they're worried? They're not worried. Because why? It's a sellout event already. That's how it is. Because they know that video have done its own impact on people's lives.
On the job,
So now what they're getting the easiest part.
They just doing the administration.
That's it. But you here in the UK now, you're trying to bring a less popular artist in the UK. You're gonna be the one doing the work. You're the promoter.
But it's just that it pays off later. But
it pays off later,
and you post the artist, and you can crack it. think about it. If you now have a bigger artist,
that's what I'm saying.
It's going to be a piece of cake.
Yeah.
But you need to put the work first.
You need to
Rome
put the work
wasn't
first.
built in a
Yeah,
day,
Rome was not built. I can't remember still who was talking about Davido 10 years ago or nobody.
The video, even where Alpha is gone, it wouldn't
have thought talent as well. What he's done is that, as you said, it's a plan. He uses
talent. He uses talent. He uses people.
He's got a good team around.
That's what I'm saying. Team you're gonna use around you. So now you can say as a promoter, you can meet an artist that is not known like in the world. There, he's saying, this guy is good. You know what? I'm gonna try and do a show for him. How are you gonna do that? Put a plan. Tell him exactly. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to try and advertise you first. Not trying to get a bigger venue for you. I'm going to try and advertise you. How am I going to do? Let them play your music.
Yeah.
Because that's how you get networking. When they play your music, they get to know who is this artist, where is he from, what does he do, and everything. Okay, the other day I was in Pier 1 talking to the DJ. I said, you guys play Nigerian music, you play Ghana music, you play even East Africa. I said, well, you don't play Sierra Leone music. And the guy started laughing. The guy started laughing, saying, you're right though. I said, no, it's real. I said, you don't play Sierra Leone music.
Yeah.
I said, and we come here, and I said, and I'm telling you right now, if you count this crowd that is here right now, they got more than 20 or 30 Sierra Leoneans right now in this club. Yeah. The guy said, are you serious? He said, yeah. He said, okay, let me try it. Then I give him one Sierra Leone artist's music, and he played it, and he said, everybody, the few crowd just come up like, wow. So
that's the spirit.
Yeah, so even him, he was like, oh, you're right though. I said, well, that's how it is. You got to come out and promote yourself, then people can know that, you know what, these people, they're good too. So it's like that artist they play now in that place now, people are going to be asking, who's that artist? Do you understand? So that's how you get to network yourself and saying you want to be somebody big, because all these artists, they start from somewhere as well.
Yeah, it's true.
They start from somewhere. I understand that, like, some they don't just wake up saying, oh, I'm big already. Yeah. No. Back in the day, we used to talk about, what's it called? What's his name? Congoso, what's his name? Say you G them now. Where are they now?
Industry is changing.
Yeah, industry is changing. Yeah. So that's how it is. So amazing. Let me come back to you now. Let me come back to changing.
Okay.
How do you think the modeling industry have changed gradually? How do you think you think it has grown up to better, or you think it has changed to worse? What do you think about the modeling industry right now?
I think it's opened up. It's just opened up opportunities for people to advertise what they want. I think that's what it is now. Now you can do what you want. The modern industry isn't just for one sector anymore. You can model for anything. You can become your own model for your own clothing line. You can become your own model for food. It's opened up so widely that you don't have to look like everybody else anymore.
Wow, that is a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you get to understand. Well, do you have anything you want to say to the audience, to the viewers watching at home right now regarding your presence? You're here now, so maybe you have you want to say to them, you got anything coming up, or you got anything you want them to look forward to see you back on HeritageTV? Do you want to say to them?
Year, obviously, Miss British Beauty Curve is coming back up, and Miss International Curve as well, which is plus size women. There's the international one, which is from different countries. It's actually the same company. It's the same company that do Miss British Beauty Curve. That's going to be in August. So if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, they spelled my name wrong on the screen. I'm looking at my name. Basically, my name is AmazingGraceX with 1 G. So if you go on Facebook, I can see the screen. Yeah. If you go on Facebook, you type in AmazingGraceX with 1 G. I will post up the events so you can see it, and you can come along. You can support the women and everything else. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Well, Mind the Gap, you have anything to say? You got any event coming up?
The next festive love season, Valentine is on the way, and of course, we have to pull something out there for people. Don't forget, on the 15th of February is going to be Thursday Drum Bowl, Lovers Bowl, organized by Mind the Gap Media Limited.
Wow!
And basically, this event is of two-part. We've got a dinner starting at 7 o'clock till 11, and we've got the after party from 11 to 3 a.m. The dinner is the ticket is almost sold out. Most people will be aiming to come for the after party anyway. So it's going to be lots of fun. There's going to be comedians, there's going to be jazz. And of course, you're going to meet DJ Mind the Gap live and direct. Don't forget, he's on the 15th of February on the Thursday Drum Bowl. It's 16 to QY. Don't miss
Well, that one, I'm going to tell you, if you want to find me, I'll be there.
Yes, yeah. JT is gonna be there, and Amazing Grace
is gonna be there as well. So
confirmation.
It's gonna be a good night. I got a lot of things I want to say. I want to say thanks to everyone that comes support All Nation Link Up. Last week Saturday, it was a great event, and people turned up greatly. Though the weather was not as we think, it was very cold, but I really appreciate people come out and support. So watch out for the Volume 2 coming up soon. And I got a couple of events I want to talk about as well. I got an event coming up on the 26th at Club Nollywood. DJ Sokinda, you can go and support him as well. And we got Focus Valentine Festival as well coming up on the 9th as we give off life. So you can go and support. Of course, we got J1 production, 2nd of February, live at Club Nollywood. So you can advertise your event via this program. You can advertise your product via this program. And you can call the number on the screen. Next, we are back live here on Tuesday with a different personnel on the panel. For me, Abdul Toure, commonly known as Bubo JT, and my...
Wow, is that your full name?
There.
Hey! Say your full name again.
And my guest here with me, live from HeritageTV.
I want to hear your full name
I'm going to say, ciao, see you next week, Tuesday at 6 o'clock. Bye.
Heritage Television, promoting African culture and heritage at its best. From talk shows that concern you to both local and international news that relates to you. From grassroots football to African children's programs. Heritage Television. We cover your social and special events like weddings, birthdays, church anniversaries, and so on, and broadcast them live on our apps and online. Heritage Television, broadcasting everything about culture and heritage. Heritage Television. We've got it covered. Do download our apps on both Android, iOS, and Windows mobile platform. Heritage Television, your very own TV station.